Moving on, can we talk a little bit about this?
Genes are passed down from
This Sydney Sweeney ad.
parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Let me play it again.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
So like, did you see Steven Crowder made a video calling her mid? It's like, oh, okay, interesting. Weird champ. What did she say? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I'm trying to find the other ad because I felt like the other ad was fine. Like, I feel like the other Sydney Sweeney ad was fine. It was just like, I thought the ad was bad and boring. Let me see this one. Here it is.
My body's composition is determined by my genes. Hey, eyes up here.
Which, like,
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
it's just an okay ad. It's just a little boring. It's kind of an overplayed joke. It's an okay ad. It's fine. It's just like, aren't they trying to sell women's clothes? Is American Eagle a right-wing coded brand? I could definitely see why the whole eugenics aspect of an ad like this, but is it really? I mean, you have to understand with Trump in like office and in power, where like Trump will unironically just give you free advertising if he likes your company, and he will actively try and make your company's life as hard as possible if he doesn't like you. I mean, look at Facebook. Facebook had one of the most like progressive, despite its initial humble beginnings, it had a very progressive policy. Like even Twitter as well, they just progressive here, just meaning if your username was kill all of the insert any minority here, 88, you just got banned. It was just like, okay, well, your username isn't even like your username on its face is wrong. So like, you're just going to get banned. And it was the same thing with Facebook. It's not progressive. Yeah, but to right-wingers, that looks progressive. I'm asking you to look at it through like a right-winger perspective. So it's like, oh, well, all of these social media websites are progressive. And then now all of these companies have made a sharp right turn where they've basically said, we don't care what you say. You can be as racist as you want. You can be as bigoted as you want. In fact, be more bigoted so we can, curry favor with Trump. Be as bigoted as you want to be bigoted. And I feel like that kind of led the charge for this type of stuff, where American Eagle has like a vested interest in appealing to crazy fascist right-wing freaks. This is a pretty good breakdown as well. They're trying so hard to radicalize Americans. When you realize the obsession with Sydney Sweeney isn't about her tits, it's about the fact that she has blonde hair, blue eyes, is thin, and happens to have large breasts. American fascist. She is the perfect Aryan woman, which is why the joke is she has good genes. Like, there used to be a time where this just meant like, look, her boobs. And now it's like, The best part about this too is like, she's not even blonde. Like, she's a brunette. You can see her roots. They're brown. But like right-wingers are so stupid. They're like, well, her hair is blonde, which means it's always been blonde and it always will be blonde. And she doesn't make her hair blonde because it's just blonde. So anyways, yeah, I don't know if, is that AI? No. I don't know if this is the strat. Caroline also remarked how similar it was to the 16-year-old Brooke Shields commercial.
The secret of life lies hidden in the genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics to succeeding generations. Occasionally, certain conditions produce a structural change in the gene, which will bring about the process of evolution. This may occur in one or more of the following ways. Firstly, by selective mating, in which a single gene type proves superior in transmitting its genes to future generations. Secondly, by gene drift, in which certain genes may fade away while other genes persist. And finally, by natural selection, which filters out those genes better equipped than others to endure in the environment. This may result in the origin of an entirely new species. Which brings us to Calvin's and the survival of the fittest.
Calvin Klein jeans.
You know, I'm going to be honest, dude. I'm going to be honest. The eugenics angle for jeans is not the one. I just think it's not a good look. I don't think it's a good one. I really don't like the eugenics angle. I particularly don't like it with Sydney Sweeney because this is like a period of time where racists are becoming so flagrant with their racism. They have no problem getting on like a Jubilee video, announcing their full name to someone else and then saying, yes, I'm a fascist. You should be kicked out. This country should be white. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe as like Sydney Sweeney that you have a small responsibility to not become the face of like the Aryan woman, like, and maybe not like have your team sign off on like this eugenics commercial. Denim, she needs the bag. Anywho, Sweeney definitely feels like she's trying to make as much money as possible. I mean, yeah, but you're talking about it, so it's a win-win from their perspective. I mean, you're weighing potentially permanent brand damage against short-term payoff. Like the right-wing outrage over like Gillette having a commercial where they say men should be the best they can be. That's going to age fine. That's going to age great. It's just like a normal ad saying that we shouldn't be cool with elevating misogynist voices. Like, that's fine, right? Yeah, the razor flushing, dude, that was hilarious. Even like the Bud Light commercial will age fine. It's just like they didn't even do anything political. They just had a trans woman in a Bud Light ad. That was it. So like those will be fine. That's not, neither of those were like instances of permanent brand damage. This I feel like is like, oh, remember when American Eagle, I'm not even talking about Sydney Sweeney at this point. Remember when American Eagle did that weirdly very fascistic eugenics advertisement with Sydney Sweeney? That was weird. The Gillette ad also had a good message. It was just executed in a ham-fisted way. Yeah, as if the goddess of love would shave her. Yeah. Anyways. All right. Moving on from that. You know, it's intentional because they could have gone the route of it doesn't matter what your genes are. These genes are superior or something and not made it Hitler. Yeah. And like, I get that it's a callback to the other ad, but like you can call back to that ad without doing the same eugenics ad. So I don't know. The OG girl was 14. I don't know the age of that person. I don't even know that person's name. I saw some people saying 16. I saw some people saying 14. I don't know anything about that person. I don't know anything about that actor or whatever. But anyways, anywho, all right. I wanted to move on to our next story. Okay, I just wanted to cover that briefly because I thought it was weird. And I feel like a lot of other people thought it was weird, reasonably thought it was weird. You don't know Brooke Shields? I don't even know American actors that are alive and acting today. Okay? There's no chance. Like the only person I know that is an older actor is, I forgot his name. The guy in Blade Runner. Tom Ford. No, that's like the perfume brand or whatever, right? Harrison Ford. Okay. So this is what I mean. Okay. I barely know actors today. I've got like a couple in my brain. Okay. I've got a couple. I got Pedro Pascal. Everybody knows that one. Okay. All right. I've got like a few more in there as well. All right. And that's it. Fake LA resident. I've always been a fake LA resident. I mean, Johnny Depp, but that's like political. That one like almost doesn't count. Right. Ryan Gosling, yes. Ryan Reynolds, yes. I could probably list maybe 20 actors. Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, I know these, yes. Anne Hathaway. So, and I know a bunch of other ones as well. And I had a bunch of, Willem Dafoe, okay? Okay, everyone knows Scarlett Johansson, okay? Lucy Liu, everyone knows Lucy Liu, okay? Okay, that's true. I can't really count myself as knowing Timothy Chalamet because I pronounce his name wrong every time and I couldn't spell it. But I know him by face, and I know he's dating Jenner, one of the Jenners. I don't remember which one. One of them. But anyways. So I'm basically up to date. Okay? Okay, Robert Pattinson. Everyone knows Robert Pattinson. Same name, Kristen Stewart. Those two are easy. Those are from my Twilight days. Those are warm in my heart. Okay, I will never forget them.
The Mullet are gone, people.
Yes. Open presents. Thank you. Thank you for the 100. Let's fucking go. Open presents with the 100. The marbles are gone, unfortunately. And then there's a couple that like I know them by face, but I don't know their names. And if I saw their names, if it was a multiple choice question, I would be able to tell you their names. I just can't tell you the names now. So like there's the one guy that's in that movie, Night at the Museum. And I think he's like known for having like a slightly crooked nose. And he says like, wow. But I don't remember his name. If I see, and it's not Ben Stiller, the other guy, he was in, not Nicolas Cage, Owen Wilson. Yeah. So like if it was a multiple choice, I would be able to tell you, be like, oh, that one's Owen Wilson. But like gun to my head in the moment, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's something. It's something. So yeah. Okay. Why are we talking about actors? Yeah. This is educational content. This is educational content. This is great. It's okay. I have friends that know even less than me about like actors and like pop culture. So I always feel like a god when I'm talking to them. I'm like, do you know who... What was the most recent example? I think they didn't know who Hugh Jackman was. I was like, you know, Hugh Jackman has been in this movie before. And they were like, who? I was like, yeah, like, yes. I'm the goat in here. Yes.